they say that Golden Carat Exchange is not your ordinary jewelry store.
Consumer advocate Emily Volz, the NBC 10 I-Team. Thank you for turning to 10. This is Southern New England's news leader.
And NBC 10 News at 6 starts with a weather alert. Freezing temperatures. We want to get straight to the current conditions. Storm Team 10's RJ Heim is here with that. Hey, Arch.
All right, Barbara and everyone watching, we've been talking about this since last weekend. The core of the Arctic cold air has moved into southern New England right now. People's Credit Union Skycam Network live from Iggy's Doughboy and Chowder House in Warwick. After some morning flurries, really clear skies now. Sea smoke on area waters because the difference between the 40-degree water and the air temperature of 6 is creating those conditions. West-northwest wind at 21. Dew point temperature 15 degrees below zero. This is an indication of how low the temperature could go if the winds would go calm. The winds are going to be up tonight, but still we're expecting low temperatures between 15 below and 5 degrees below zero. Factor in the winds, much colder than that. Pressure rising 30.08 right now. Watches and warnings, we've been going with this all week as well. Wind chill warnings, feel like temperatures 20 below to 35 degrees below zero tonight. Wind chill advisory for the Cape and the islands, feel like temperatures there at 20 degrees below zero. Gale warning on offshore waters, northwest winds 25 to 50 knots. That bitter cold has been pushing in. Earlier in the day it was in western New York. By 2 o'clock this afternoon we were at 20 degrees. Then the temperatures plummeted 3-4 degrees an hour. It's 8 below in Burlington right now, 6 in Providence, 4 in Buffalo. The core of the Arctic air pushing in to southern New England. It will be with us here. 6 in Jackson, 4 Burrillville, 3 in Webster, a goose egg in Sturbridge, 11 Narragansett, 8 Tiverton, 7 in New Bedford, 10 Falmouth, 11 Bourne, Plymouth, and Marshfield. Factor in the winds, sustained right now at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. Winds gusting right now up to 35 miles per hour in Newport, 29 miles per hour in Smithfield, and 38 miles per hour in Worcester. That already puts Worcester's feel-like temperature at 25 degrees below zero. It feels like 14 below in Providence and Newport, 10 below in Westerly and Block Island, 8 below in Martha's Vineyard. Wow, look at this, and they're only going lower than that. Facebook weather photos tell the story. Gulls gliding on bitter winds at Colt State Park. The gulls are looking for a place to keep warm tonight. Holly Davis, beautiful but cold in Saunderstown. The sky cleared out after some morning flakes. Candida Simmons reports the fishing boats on the pond in Tiverton not going too far anywhere tonight. Like my page, it gives you permission to post your pictures to my page. Renee Souza, the reflections of the bitter cold at the Newport Winter Festival. You'll have to bundle up for that. 10 minutes. Exposed skin will freeze tonight. The cold core through Sunday, a snow to mix on Monday, rain and milder Tuesday, mixed showers on Wednesday, then seasonable with mild rain next Saturday. Here's the satellite and radar perspective right now. Core of the Arctic cold moving in, 9, 10 below. That air mass moving in this direction. So here's the planner. 10 o'clock tonight, if not lower than that, 3 degrees. Overnight lows below zero, 8 a.m., 2 below. A high tomorrow between 5 and 10 degrees. Coast, Cape, and Islands, 5 at 10 o'clock, a goose egg at 8 a.m. Temperatures nearly below zero, 11 for the high tomorrow. Here's once again the satellite and radar loop to get the perspective. The core of the Arctic air moving in, and it will move out starting on Sunday night. Watch the forecast track. Here we are, 11 o'clock at night, clear Arctic cold, sunny Arctic, but the good news tomorrow, the winds will begin to relax. It'll be a little gusty in the morning, but by the afternoon, the wind chill won't be a factor. Center of high pressure crests over southern New England Sunday night, Monday morning. Temperatures below zero to near zero early Monday morning. Then watch what happens by Monday midday. We're cloudy, we're cold. Precip moves in, snow to ice, eventually to rain. May get a couple inches out of this before the milder air moves in. Tuesday's highs in the low 50s with a wind-driven rain. So the forecast tonight, 15 below to 5 degrees below zero. Bitter cold, feel like temps 35 to 20 below. Gusty winds, northwest winds 20 to 40. Forget about boating. Gale warning, sunset at 5:17. Here's the 7-day forecast then. 10 degrees on Sunday, breezy in the morning, a relaxing wind in the afternoon, 5 on average Sunday night, but still some below zero temperatures in the outlying areas. Monday, increasing clouds, snow to mix to rain at night, rising temperatures at night, 52 on Tuesday, breezy and milder. Some rain or snow showers expected on Wednesday with 36, nothing significant there. Then we're back to more seasonable temperatures with sunshine Thursday and Friday, highs in the 30s, overnight lows 15 to 20 degrees. And then next Saturday, rain, gusty and milder. So Barbara, we just have the next 24 to 48 hours of this core of the cold Arctic air to pull in here and finally move on out.
You know, when I came in around 1:30 this afternoon, it didn't seem so bad because the sun was out. And then you went out, what, about 4? And you said, boy, is it cold. Well, yeah,
the Arctic, the leading edge of the Arctic air had pushed in between 2 and 3 o'clock from the Providence, Cranston area. It's now moving down towards the coast. The core of the cold will be here tonight and tomorrow morning. Wow,
so stay indoors if you can, unless you like this stuff. NBC 10's Matt Reed drew the short straw today and has been out monitoring the Arctic conditions. He joins us now live from our Down City studio. Matt, the temperatures have dropped in a lot in just the last couple of hours.
Barbara, it's a cliche, but really since the sun has gone down, the weather out here has just gotten bitterly cold. Despite that, there's still actually some people out here in Providence tonight. RJ was saying it, if you don't have to be out, really you shouldn't be, but there are some people still out here going to restaurants. Now, there's been warming centers that have been open across the state of Rhode Island today. We were down in Central Falls. They're actually going to have 2 warming centers stay open until about 9 p.m. tonight. They're not very crowded, but they said, hey, even if it gets one person out of the cold, even if it's just for a couple minutes, that really does matter. As RJ was saying, it only takes about 10 minutes to get frostbite. And the big reason people are worried about this weather tonight is this wind. I don't know if you can see it in the shot, but it really is howling down here. Police officers across Rhode Island are also going out looking for the homeless, people that might be out in this weather tonight, trying to get them to go to one of the shelters. Crossroads, one here in Providence, is welcoming anybody that comes. So police officers, not just here in Providence, but across the state, looking for those people that might be outside vulnerable to this cold. But also we spoke with fire officials who say, even if you are inside tonight, if you have no plans of going out, you're still at risk with this weather. They say they don't understand, but countless times people will use space heaters, they'll use grills, they'll turn their ovens up all the way and try to use that to keep their houses and apartments warm. They say, please do not do that. If it's anything that you use outside, you should keep it outside. Do not bring it inside. Obviously, a big fear is that there could be some fires. If you are using a space heater, you know the magic number. Try to keep that 3 feet away from your walls. And also another important thing they want everyone to know is to look out for each other. If you have neighbors, elderly, to look out for them because they may not have someone checking in on them. It really is all about teamwork, trying to make sure we all survive through this, make sure there are no problems. But again, there's shelters. If anyone needs emergency help, they also want to stress this. There's a phone number you can call, 211, anywhere in the state of Rhode Island. You can find out where the nearest shelter is to you. They can also find a way of trying to get some transportation to there to get some help. We'll have more information coming up tonight at 7 and 11. But Barbara and RJ, back to you.
All right, Matt, a few questions for you. Can we turn my mic on here? Matt, I just wanted to ask you a question before we let you go. I saw on Facebook that particularly Pawtucket police were saying that their lobby is going to be open for anybody who is having problems with heat in their home or any homeless people, that they could come to the front door in the lobby of the Pawtucket Police Department and let them in. Have you heard from other police departments saying that that would be a thing that people could do?
Yeah, definitely, RJ. You mentioned, I said it earlier, Crossroads. Anyone that needs assistance can go there. Again, I said in the thing, if you call 211, anyone that needs help, they can help find you a location to go. It's all about making sure residents stay safe. So you're absolutely right. With this weather, people are going to really look out for each other to try to assist. Also, I spoke earlier today with the Providence Emergency Management Agency. They also say they are potentially willing to open up some more warming shelters if for whatever reason, if there's a major power outage, if there's a major fire, that people don't have a place to stay, they are prepared to open up more warming centers tonight, given how cold this is going to be.
All right, Matt, thank you very much.
And yeah, get inside. It's a 10-minute rule for frostbite tonight. And we do have some breaking news to pass along to you. U.S. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia has died. Scalia reportedly died in his sleep during a hunting trip in Texas. He was 79 years old. The Texas governor has issued a statement on Scalia's passing, saying the justice was, quote, a patriot and an unwavering defender of the rule of law. Scalia was nominated to the court in 1986 by President Ronald Reagan. His replacement to the court will be President Obama's third nomination. He previously nominated Justices Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan. We are now going to switch over to MSNBC for complete coverage on Scalia right now, and we'll be back with more local news at 7. Hope to see you then.
Moment. Republican appointees have had a firm majority on the Supreme Court, and that could change over the next year. And that would be, a very, very big tectonic shift, possibly, in the United States Supreme Court.
We've been speaking to Yale Law Professor Akhil Amar. Stay with us. We turn now to Brian Williams, who joins us by phone and who has watched and chronicled this court for a very long time, for the 30 years that Justice Scalia is on the bench. Your thoughts here on this extremely unexpected event in the Supreme Court and in the life here and the passing today of Justice Scalia?
Well, it's monumental. It's enormous news for the balance of the court, obviously, for Scalia's friends and family on a more personal basis. It is a shocker coming as it does when we're in the throes of an election. And I've been unable, Ari, to hear our previous guests and contributors and correspondents. I'm quite sure someone has pointed this out, but it has been a good long while since we've had an election that will determine the presidency, the balance of Congress, and the balance of the court. We went into today with a 5-4 Republican appointment.